Guys, it's Dan back with another trade paperback comic book series review. This time I'm reviewing New Mutants by Jonathan Hickman, Volume 1. And I'm going to tell you which issues this collects, and then I'm going to kind of tell you something you may not know that I didn't know. This collects issues New Mutants 2019's numbers 1, 2, 5, and 7, and the issues that it skips, which are 3, 4, and 6, are going to be available in November 2020 because they're written by Ed Brisson, and for some reason, they had two different writers writing New Mutants, and I don't quote me on this, but I think that the Ed Brisson New Mutants volume, I think it's going to be a volume 1 that's coming out in November, so that's kind of weird, but I think they're going to call that volume 1 2020, even though it collects issues that ran around the same time as this one. Now, another thing I want to say, before you get into reading this, which I made the mistake of doing, please do yourself a favor and read House of X, Powers of 10. You have to read that book to kind of really understand what's going on in this new world created by Jonathan Hickman. I made the mistake of just going right in with this book. This does have the classic New Mutants, Sunspot, Wolfsbane, Mirage, Karma, Magic, and Cypher. And it's got some people from Generation X, which is Chamber and Mondo. This issue is mainly about them going to see Cannonball. If you weren't aware, because you haven't been keeping up with the X books, Cannonball married this Guardian who is a part of that whole galactic empire. And they have a kid together, and Sunspot's like, hey, we're getting the band back together, let's go get Cannonball. And there's kind of like, there's things with Krakoa. If you don't know what Krakoa was, it's an island that's a mutant, and yeah. So, it's kind of weird, because it starts out with them hatching once dead mutants in these, like, flower buds or pods on Krakoa, so that's how Wolfsbane is back, because I guess she was dead, but then she was brought back to life. And I have to say, my favorite part of this book is the art. The artwork is fantastic. The story I thought was kind of quirky. I get how Jonathan Hickman's trying to be kind of funny, and he's trying to be quirky with the here's what you missed last issue kind of recap in every issue, but kind of got annoying after a little while. And to be honest with you, this wasn't as good as I hoped it was going to be. I felt like this was underwhelming. It was just really not... I kind of felt a little disappointed that this was not as good as I thought it was going to be. The artwork was fabulous. I really, really loved the artwork. The artwork was really, really good. I don't even know who this artist is. Rod Race, maybe? But I really love the artwork. Really, really good. So, of course, you know, this mainly takes place in space, and I don't want to say too much about it. But, you know, that Professor X had a love child with the leader of that galactic empire, and I can't remember her name, but yeah, she's the new leader, and she's seeking counsel, and they have to go rescue Deathbird, and Deathbird's gonna be she's gonna teach this new kid how to rule the empire and everything, and like I said, it felt very underwhelming. It wasn't as good. It's also got the Starjammers in it, which was okay. Like I said, it felt underwhelming. Like for having it being jam packed with all these stars of the X universe, it really felt a serious letdown. It was so average. I rated this 3 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. Because I should have read House of X, Powers of 10. I started reading that before I before I did this review. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to review that book. It's quite massively big, so I don't know how long it's going to take me to read between the times that I upload this video and, you know, do a review for that one. But yeah, I thought this was really just okay. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to continue reading the series because I am an X-Men fan, and New Mutants were, back in the day, were one of my faves, so I'm probably going to still collect these books just because I love the New Mutants and all the X titles and all that. Of course, as always, I will have a link for those of you in the U.S. for Amazon. Still working on trying to get together an international link. I might just give up on it because it is kind of complicated. And plus the fact that Book Depository screwed me out of earnings that I had earned prior with them. They didn't pay out any earnings, so I'm thinking about just ditching them altogether. Because who's to say they're even going to pay out at all, even with this new system. It's kind of weird that, like, they kind of just, like, oh, we'll just pretend you didn't get any earnings through us at all and just switch you to this new program. I'm not really appreciative of that. But it is what it is. Of course, as always, I will have a coffee link if you don't mind donating $1 or $2. Every little bit helps out. I appreciate all the people that have been purchasing things through my links. That's all I got for you guys. If you came here looking for comic book graphic novel reviews and recommendations, please hit that subscriber button, and while you're there, hit that notification bell so you know when I upload again. That's all I got for you guys. Kind of a short one. I didn't really want to say too much about this book. I liked it, but like I felt like let down by it at the same time, if that makes any sense. It is what it is. That's all I got, and until next time, this has been Dan. Be good to each other.